I'll do a run through in this video on how I set up my operations and that. We'll do it using the operation library. Alright, we'll go in here and we'll just pick something random. We'll do a profile, highlight whichever one you want, hit apply, and then we'll go select the next one. Pick that one, and then go apply. And then if you click onto the operation, there's both your already set, ready to go, just like that. And then if you click on each one, it'll highlight over here as to which one it's set to. Double click, and you can go in and just change. We'll just do a 1mm pass on each of these and show you. Then tabs, so nah, we won't worry about that. You can go into preview. And the good thing I like is by saving them in the operations, your paint colors stay selected, you can see. So if we go into preview, turn on paint colors, you can see in here, where are we going? No, try it again. Probably not the best colors, but you see there's your colors. There's the second one there. And then run the play on it. So I'm only on Core 8. I haven't upgraded to the latest. I've been away. Alright, I'll take you over and actually show you what happens. Actually, one thing I really like is the save positions. So I've made up a whole heap to wherever it goes, and I'll set one up for framing, so it brings it down to wherever you want. So if you turn on that, just spin around the table, and then if you click on the go to, and then you've got to go to X, Y, and then go to Z, and it'll drop Z down. To wherever you set it. I bring it down so it's about 10 mil above my workpiece. And then if I go back to job control and hit the frame, it'll frame your job for you. Once it's framed, I've got another setting because it takes a while with my table for it to home. So I've got a front parking, which is 10 mils away from home. So we just go to there, sends the machine to there. Then I jump back in the job, home it from there. I'll actually shrink these squares down a bit so it doesn't take so long. Okay, and now I'll show you how I run my job and how it works for me. So we've home, start. I've set up this just to make sure I check everything because I deal with concussion, so I can be forgetful. Click yes. So when it brings up this box, I'll zoom in. That's when you use the Millmage probe. So, because I haven't got that set up, I just click ignore. And then what it does is it homes itself automatically again. Then it'll ask you to change tool, which normally you've already got that in there. Here with me. So I just hit continue. I've got the double probe set up. Goes back to where it was. Probably get that on. And if we go back to the screen, it'll ask you to remove probe. And then we hit continue. We'll just speed that up so it goes through quicker. So you can go into there and alter your feeds and everything. Which is actually quite handy sometimes with and the thing I like too is you can actually watch it. See exactly where it is. So it's done the first tool, come back to where you want for the next probe. It asks you to change the tool and everything. Alright. So we just hit continue again. Do our second lot of probing. Then we come back and it brings you up another box. Continue. Hit continue. Then it finishes, goes to home, and then goes to where I've set my user in script. And that's pretty much how I run it. I do like that. Zoom won't work, but it actually shows down here exactly where your tool is. And so, like if you use your jog, it'll move over here. One thing I do use is a Bluetooth numbered keypad to if I'm at the table. One thing you've got to remember is you have to click on your workpiece to actually get it. So if you don't click on your workpiece, it won't move. I'll turn it around and show you. All run from the keyboard. If you can use diagonal but not on continuous. Continuous is only X and Y, up or down. There is no ability to use Z on the keyboard. I've asked the question, I don't think it will ever happen. So if you want to up and down your Z, you've got to do that manually. Bear with me. What are some of the other functions that I use a fair bit? So yeah, in the go-to save positions, I've actually got quite a few of them set up. Rear parking, end of the table, framing. The framing position I use a lot because it brings them a bit close to my material, so I can see exactly where it's going to frame. And then I've set up the sleeping one, so brings it to home, and I have a couple of blocks that I put under the rail. So we go into there, brings it down, but you've got to go to XY first, and then go to Z. I don't use the probing because I've got mine set up in the custom G codes. That's pretty much how I run it. But yeah, I really like the way that the operation library is set up. It's so quick to change anything in any of them, where otherwise you'd have to go into your tool library, set up a whole new one, and you can change the name to whatever you want. So you might have the same tool for, say, the same material, but you want to set it up with 5 different settings. You just change the name in your settings, and then it's always saved in your operation library. One other thing I do, so originally they had the pin, like in ones that use Lightburn as well, you understand what I'm talking about. So they had a pin where you could punch anywhere and it would move. They took that out as a safety reason. Because I do a lot of big projects on slab tables and that, I like to know exactly where my things are going to end up, because I don't want them in, say, a word in a knot hole or something. It just doesn't work. So what I do, probably not the ideal way of doing it, but I do it. So I'll set up a circle of, say, 5mm. I always change it to a T1 or a T2, because then if you forget to take it out and it's the same color as one of your operations, you'll end up cutting a hole. So what I do is I set that, and then say I want to pick that corner there. Probably a little bit hard to see because it's so small. But so that 5mm circle, say I want that edge there. What I do is I go up into the top here, and I'll click on Move Machine to Selected Center. I'll spin it round so you can actually see. I'll zoom out before I click it. Currently the machine's way over here. So if I click on that one, and then move machine to select the center, turn it around. It moves it to the center of that dot. So it takes me within what, 2.5 mils of where I actually